Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You're watching Big Fish Lad, and today I'm going to give you an update on the Texas cichlid and the Cuban cichlid. Now obviously in my last couple of videos we've talked in depth, especially the one before the last one, we talked in depth about errors that we can make within fish keeping and some of the errors that I think I made with the Texas cichlid. Now we have sadly lost the Texas cichlid. He did have duck lips, and I tried salt baths. I ordered a flower oil medication that I found out too late about, and I lost him before the actual medication arrived. So it's one that I know for the future, if I ever do experience that again. I've never really experienced duck lips. I took a fish off somebody a long time ago that we thought had duck lips, trying to bring it round with salt, but I've never actually experienced one of my fish getting duck lips. Now, we thought it could be such a big fish, older fish, being moved a few times, or even being moved into my low KH, which could have been a shock. And also he had a big fight with the male waru. So it could be one of many things. I will never actually know the full reason, but it has made me decide that I will never bring big fish into this fish room while I live in this house, because, you know, in my heart of hearts, I always put it down to the water, because just through experience. Anyway, we've lost him. It's proper sad, but I've lived and learned from it, and I don't want to spend loads of time going over it. As for the Cuban cichlid, we're completely the opposite with the Cuban cichlid. He has turned the corner. So this guy, right, has just amazed the hell out of me. I tell you what, guys, I'm going to pan over to him now and I'll talk you through the journey that the Cuban cichlid's been on. So here he is, having his scran. I've just fed him some Northin cichlid formula pellets, and he's fine, he's eating. He's still got his lymphocysts. They're nowhere near as bad as they were, but he has still got them. But with this guy, as you all know, about 6-7 months, I think it's 7 months now, to be honest, ago, he got these lymphocysts. Now, again, we think it was because he'd been moved, but again, it could be my water. So again, we don't know. I've come to find that some fish are just okay getting used to this low KH and some are not. And I think you'll find it's more the more susceptible fish, like the Cubans, the bean eye, fish like that. That's why I wouldn't have ATNsis in this house, because I believe that they're very vulnerable in water situations. Anyway, so about 3 weeks ago, this guy, his fins and his tail started to get white on, and he just got really bad with it. He stopped eating. So I've pretty much, since this guy's had the lymphocyst, I've pretty much left him, because obviously with this, he'll never ever get rid of lymphocystis as a illness, and cosmetically it doesn't look great, but they will fall off at some point. So the fish could have already had it for all we know. We don't know, but it seemed to appear. I know Crazy Dave had him before me, and I don't think he ever saw it, so it did appear obviously after I took him, but we'll never know these things. So he's doing great. He's around about 8 inches now, actually. He's doing fantastic. As you can see, he's munching down on his pellets, and he's back to normal. His fins are looking great. I did give him a salt bath. I took a risk because he was in a bad way, but absolutely buzzing. He's fine. He's back with us, and he's looking great. Now, the thing with me is, I probably have let this fish down in a sense of my YouTube channel, because I never really show him yet, and it's probably because he's got the lymphocyst. But you know, from my point of view, I absolutely love this fish. You know, he is my soulmate, this guy. I mean, when you think, I was looking for a pair of Cubans for a long time, and I've ended up with this male, and I've had him nearly a year now, and the poor the poor lad, you know, he's not had a great time, but he's always had a personality. He's very impersonal. He comes up to me, so when I open the lid, he comes up to the top. He lets me drop food on him, and you know, when you drop food in, he jumps on it. He's very, very active, and he's very, very interactive. So he's a great actual wet pet, believe it or not. And the mad thing is, we've never given him a name. He's never had a name, this guy. And like I say, my granddaughter would probably usually name him, and I'm surprised she hasn't, because this is the fish that we've, along with the red devil, have had the longest. But yeah, I should show him more. You know what? It's not about fish being perfect. This guy, I would never get rid of this guy. You know, I could say, do you know what? He looks ugly, I'm going to get rid of him, but I would never get rid of him. He is absolutely... I was gutted when I thought I was going to lose him. And eventually I hope these Slymphosis will drop off. But I mean, look at him, he's a stunning fish anyway. Back in his cave, he loves that cave. That cave stays in there because he absolutely loves it. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update. It's not a long video, so we'll wrap it up now, guys. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad day, but also it's a good day as well, because, or should I say week, because yeah, we've lost to Texas. And the irony is, I bought that big huge tank, spent loads of money on a new tank for him. Thought if I got him his old tank mates that we'd be okay. And now I've got a brand new tank that's cost me a load of money, and he's not even with us, which is, you know, which is ironic really. But yeah, I've got the Uaru cichlids in there, and I think I'm going to move the Etra spiller over there with him, because I just think that'd be a nice look, which will leave this tank here empty. And I've got a couple of ideas on this tank, and I think I know what I'm going to go with, but it will be a grow out pair. A grow out pair, so I'll be growing them out myself from small, like I have with the Dovai, the Triamac. I'm going to grow them out from small, and I am going to get something that doesn't grow bigger than around 10 to 12 inches. And something that I can breed as well. So yeah, watch that space for this, guys. But yeah, anyway, that's me. I am out, and I will see you on the next video. See you later.